There's many places in Egypt to visit. Basically, we're going to feature today on the Red Sea resorts. We have a few to look at: Sharm el-Sheikh, Makadi Bay, Hurghada, El Gouna and Sal Hashish. Many people think of Egypt and think of pyramids. The Red Sea has some of the most fantastic water sports, diving, etc. in the world. In fact, Hurghada was actually built purposely as a dive centre. So we'll start on Hurghada. Hurghada was the original seaside resort on the Red Sea. It has some of the most fantastic coral gardens with some of the finest diving in the world. It's quite a lively resort, a very short transfer from the airport, just 15 minutes, which is ideal if you have children, families, or if you just don't like travelling far from an airport. It's a very lively resort, and you can actually spot dolphins from lying on your sunbed very often. The next one that we will look at is a very popular resort of Sharm el-Sheikh, which is the one most people have heard of. This has varying places to visit. There are numerous resorts. You have Nama Bay, which is lively, has many bars and nightlife, a vast choice of restaurants. Then you have Sharks Bay, which incorporates Soho Square, which again is very lively, discos and an ice ring. Then you have Habada Ras Amseed, which is quieter, has malls nearby and shops. And then you have Nak Bay, which is quieter and ideal for hotel-based holiday. Many people who visit the Red Sea always think of all-inclusive, but there are options for B&B and half-board, because there's very vast majority of restaurants featuring Italians, right the way through to Egyptian, Indian. Most nationalities of food can be found there. The next resort we look at is Makadi Bay. Now, Makadi Bay is a purpose-built resort. It's tranquil, ideal for families and couples, and away from the hustle and bustle of everyday life. The hotels there are built around a mall, and the mall has, there is a full water park, which the children absolutely adore. There is also lots going on in the evening, and they have a wonderful dine-around program as well. The next resort is the resort of El Gouna. El Gouna is interlinked by lagoons. It has an 18-hole golf course and is considered more sophisticated and chic than the rest of the Red Sea. Most of the hotels there are bed and breakfast, due to the fact that the marina has a vast majority of restaurants and bars where you can eat out in the evening. Then the last resort we're looking at is the resort of Sal Hashish. Now, this is a new resort and just being built. It has a golf course nearby. It's very upmarket with some of the most beautiful hotels along the coast. Now, some of the tips that people don't realise that you need for Egypt is beach shoes. As it's a very coral-based region, if you try and walk along the beach without your beach shoes, you'll soon know about it with cuts, and it'll be very hot. If you want to swim in the winter, make sure that you check out that the pool is heated, otherwise it can be quite cool. In the winter, make sure you take a wrap. The temperatures dive considerably. Due to the way the clocks work in Egypt, you will find that you will get up very early and the sun will be out at 6 o'clock. But by 4 or 5 o'clock, it will be going to dusk. If you do not wish to dive, then the best thing to do is just grab a snorkel and a mask. You can walk into the sea with your jelly shoes, and you can see some of the most amazing fish anywhere in the world. Food. One of the things people always worry about with Egypt is whether they will get the Egyptian tummy. One of the reasons, people don't drink enough water. If you drink enough water, you probably will be trouble-free for the entire time that you're there. Now, the time of the year to go, it is a winter destination as well as summer. However, you need to be aware January can be cooler. You will not necessarily get day-long sunshine, and it does tend to get windy. That said, it is still a wonderful, fantastic winter destination. During the summer, they do have extreme temperatures in July and August. Having been there in July and August, it's no hotter than Turkey, and in fact, you just cool off in the sea, in the water. In fact, it's nice not to have a heated pool come the summer. You want the reverse to what you want in the winter. All-inclusive is extremely popular, but make sure that you choose somewhere with 2 or 3 restaurants in the hotel, especially if you're going for 2 weeks. To spend 2 weeks and eat in one restaurant can become a little tiresome towards the end. So make sure that you have some with a variety, and also check out if they're going to charge you extras for eating in those restaurants, because that can up your bill considerably. Egypt has loads to offer, whether it's for families with young children, couples. There are hotels that only take adults and don't take children. You can also do excursions into Luxor, the pyramids, and over to the Bedouin evening trip, which takes you into the desert, which actually gives you a fantastic view of the night sky. Wherever you choose in Egypt, I'm sure you will have an absolutely fantastic time.